Hello, everybody. I'm early, number one, but I can tell you guys why. And that's because we are um, we're on other social media, so I thought I'd come just a couple of minutes early so we can get that straight on the social medias, which is a whole nother uh, avenue. So I'm just here for a few minutes early. Welcome to all of you, whether you're a live viewer or replay viewer, or you just here for the first time, whatever the case may be, welcome. That I'm testing out this not YouTube, I'm sorry, Instagram, because Instagram seems to be the one that I was having trouble with. So welcome to each and every one of you. And if you didn't receive the email, um, I'm going to give you a way. You can definitely leave your email and join the email list. Some of you are already there. So we are like 2 minutes early. Are we? Oh, 1 minute. I'm sorry. 1 minute. And then we'll get started with today's show. I'm excited. Some of you have the email. You saw the email on today's show and what we're going to talk about. And some of you have not. That's okay. Um, it's whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. So we're going to take a minute, but we're going to definitely get started here because I do want to talk a little bit about what's going on. And those of you that, if you're from other parts of the country, we're here in Southern California, so you know what we're faced with. It's a lot. It's a lot. So we're praying for people that have truly lost everything in the fires. It's unfortunately I don't think I share. I think I did share with you guys how we lost our home in a fire years ago, and what that feels like is just unimaginable. Because I think I shared. We went to a Boy Scout meeting, and now we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mary D Talk Show. For those of you, whether you're a live viewer, thank you. Replay viewer, thank you. Because replay viewers, you matter too. You matter too. And if you are new to the show, please share it on your social media. You can just share it out and let your friends and family see it. Um, I've been honored to be here now. I think it's almost 4 years now, or this is the fourth year. I think this is the fourth year this year. So it's an honor. Let me say that, to be here before you. Um, I like to thank our executive producer of the show. Hi, babe. That's my husband, Oliver. He's in the background. You guys, he didn't get a chance to come on this year. Don't worry. He'll be on for the years out. He'll come on. And in fact, I said I was going to have him, I'm going to send him a link and have him really come on. You guys can ask him questions. What's it like to be the executive producer of the show? Also, you'll see we have, I'm giving you some information about the guest coming on Monday. She is a director, a writer, a truly creative young lady. I am honored to have her. She'll be here Monday, the 20th. That's also the day, I think about it. There's all kinds of events going on because that's the celebration of Martin Luther King's birthday. And we celebrate that Monday. So it's just a lot of things to get involved with. I want to also to go over with you, those of you I say are new and haven't, I usually have my books. I'm almost sold out of the books. That's a good thing. But still, I still want to let you know you can still get them if you want to get them on Amazon. If you are involved with a school district and they want to buy books, they've been buying them in bulk, so you can buy in bulk sales. Book sales cost less. You can reach me. I didn't put that up there. Hold on. At here, I'll put the number up. Hold on. I'll put it up for you. Oh, I almost forgot. There we go. And give you here it is. Just give me a call at this number if you're interested in bulk sales. Bulk sales mean you're buying like 50 to 100 books. And that tends to be school districts, nonprofits, that kind of thing. They buy in bulk. Usually individuals don't tend to buy like that. So if you're interested. And then I do have a book in Spanish for all the Spanish speakers. So if you're interested, and that's the one, Bradley Can't Find His Pants. It's also in English and Spanish. So I just want to share that with you. Thank you to our sponsors for today's show. One is First Book Academy, Front Page Publishing, frontpagepublishing.com, and then First Book Academy, and also the Idea Club. Hi, Charles. Hi, Charles. Somebody asked me about you just yesterday. They asked me how I talked to you. I said, he comes to the show. That's what I told. I said, you got, that's what I was telling them. So I will make sure I let them know that they want to know where you're around. I said, you do come to the show. So definitely. So ladies, gentlemen, those of you that received the email, you know, today's show is going to be about your resolutions. Now, we're day 13 of the new year. Think about that. Day 13. And the reason I even did that is because I wanted to know how many of you have stayed true to your resolution, whatever that resolution was. I have no idea. So I can tell you what mine was. These are my resolution. One was to exercise. It was definitely exercise. I was kind of hit and miss with exercise, but now I walk with a group. So now the accountability is there of me having to show up, having to be somewhere, having those kind of things. Hi, Antonio. How are you? You said, hey, Mary, I was going to tell you some exciting news that my entrepreneur class posted on our interview. Wow, Antonio. Antonio, every time you come on, something good comes. It's always like that. I'm not surprised. And tell your mom I said hi. Hi, Lori. So I wanted to go over with you. Like I said, I'm going to tell you my resolution. One was exercise. These are mine. I do that more now. I walk 3 to 4 days a week. It's about 2.5 miles a day. I did say I wanted to do that. I need to probably even do more, but at least I'm doing that. Before I was like, I'll do it today or I wouldn't do it today, but there was really no accountability. So now there's accountability. So I feel good about that. Next, the other thing was I want to drink more water. I'm not quite there yet. Not where I want to be with that resolution. But I have to still work on that. And that was to drink 2 glasses in the morning and 2 glasses in the afternoon. So I've got to really work on that. I'm really at like 1 glass in the morning and 1 glass in the afternoon. So I need to really increase that to like 1 before 10 and one glass of water before 10 o'clock, another glass of water before 12 o'clock, and then another glass of water, that kind of thing. But I've got to get in the habit of drinking more water. That's pretty much it. So I've got to work on that. Another one of my resolutions was to be organized. I'm still working on that, but I will say I'm better. That I will definitely give myself credit for. I'm definitely better. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I was. So I will say that. So I would definitely say to anyone, you still, there's always room for improvement. So mine is, I'm getting better. Those were 3. I think those were only 3. Oh, and then my other, my resolution said to get 1, possibly 2 movies this year. Definitely 1 for sure, to get 1 movie done this year. And it would be good if I could get 2 movies done this year. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I would act if I got 2 done. No, I'm saying that, but that's not true. I will tell you, like you act like anybody else. I promise you. Okay, let me see. Antonio, you said, so it will give us both more. It will. Antonio, I'm so proud of you as it is. And I still have to talk to your mom. I don't know if it's you or your mom for the Zelle, because I'm going to go in and give you pay for the cards now. And it's kind of early. I know we don't need them right now, but still. And I can't remember who was buying your picture. I think that was Elaine. We need to talk. I don't know if you got the picture done or not. But we'll work on that. And then you said, yay, Antonio. And what you said, I'm doing good. I know, Antonio, you're doing fantastic. And this is, I don't know if that's a word. Fantabulous. Is that a word? Fantabulous? I don't know. You really, really are. I am so proud of you. For sure. And this, oh my goodness, Ruby, how are you? Hey, Mary, you're chiming in from where? From Africa? Girl, you get around. I've been there. I went there years and years ago. I went like over 30 years ago. Right next to Ghana. Uh-huh. You're just about to go to bed and thought, oh, you tune in a bit. Oh, that's so sweet of you. All the way, see, you coming, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, coming all the way from Africa. You think about that. That's one of my sons said, Mom, this is just you. We are all over the world. Think about that. You think about how important, how fantastic that is. You could be in Africa, click on YouTube, and you're in the show. I love it. I absolutely love it. You say your New Year's resolution is to travel. Are you doing that? Travel. That's what I'm doing. Oh, have fun. Oh, that's wonderful. But like I said, I was there. I'm going to tell you how long ago I was there. There was a coup in West Africa. I don't think they've had a coup in a long. No, I'm sorry. There was a coup in Nigeria, not Ghana. In Nigeria, there was a coup. I was with a group. They told us we can go into Nigeria, but they couldn't tell us when we get out. I was a college student. I said, I'm not going because I do not have the money to pay to get out. So I was like, no, I couldn't do it. I was, just to be on the trip was a miracle for me. So I already knew. I said, so I've been to Ghana and Benin. And I think the country next to Benin, one of them, I think Benin used to be called Togo. And then the name changed. You could correct me with that. I don't know, Ruby, what it is. But you have to help me with that. Because I can't remember what it is. You have to tell me what the name of the country is. Because I know it changed name. It's been a long time. But it changed the name. And it's right on the tip of my tongue. What's the name of the country? If you've never been to Africa, ladies and gentlemen, I would highly recommend you go for it's an experience that's nothing like it. There is nothing like it. Oh, you said it's 10 o'clock p.m. over here now. Best wishes. Same to you. Same to you for the new year. Oh my goodness. It's 10 o'clock there. Oh, that's like, hi Trish. Oh, happy new year to you too. Happy new year. I think I saw pictures of you and your family on Facebook. And I made sure I told you I liked it. I think I remember seeing it. And Antonio, you said, oh, that's beautiful. It is. As I said, if you ever get a chance to go, ladies and gentlemen, go. And Happy New Year. He said, Happy New Year to you too, Ruby. Oh, that's so nice of you guys. And he said, Togo. Okay, Togo is a different country right now. Okay. I knew it was a name. I can't remember. Did they change the name though? Is it still Togo? It was one, maybe I can't remember what country I've changed the name. I can't remember which one. Because the same thing happened in, I don't know if it was Chad or another one. I think Chad is landlocked. I think it is. I don't remember. It's been a long time. But Africa, I remember people got off, they were getting off the plane and anyway, it was so emotional. We went to the Door of No Return. We went to so many places in West Africa. They had to, I'm going to be honest, we were in one of the slave castles. Tell you guys this quick story. We were in a slave castle and people literally fainted. The person, our tour guide, is talking and people are fainting because they cannot believe the horrendous. We saw, you can see they're like little holes at the very top. I mean, literally hundreds of feet. Nobody could get up there. Let me just say that. And that was the only air. The ground was made of feces. They told us it was feces and vomit. And it was, oh my God. It was unbelievable. Man's inhumanity to man is unbelievable. And that's what they told us when we were when we were there. It was, I mean, I was crying. We were crying, but I didn't faint, but people fainted. They had to carry them out of there. It was like that. It was so emotional because everybody there knew that someone in our family endured this, and or we wouldn't be here. That's the truth of the matter, and that's what people couldn't take. Oh, Trish, you said you're in California. You're in. Oh, you was in Cairo. Wow, wow. You got. I'm just like, what? You were in Cairo in December, and couldn't wait to get back. Okay, so you were in Egypt. That's on my list. Haven't been there. That's about. My list is very short, to be honest with you. Egypt is on it. Greece, I think, is just that's about. I think that's it. If you could, God has blessed me to see almost every single place I wanted to see. Think about that. Other than those two places, I like to go to Greece and I like to go to Egypt. That's it. That's on my to-do list. Other than that, I'm pretty good. I've been blessed. I've seen so much of this world. And it's still a lot to see, but as far as the list that I have for me, I'm pretty good with that. I'm okay. Oh, Happy New Year. It's a Happy New Year, Antonio. Did you see it? Ruby, she said Happy New Year. Oh, it's still Togo. Okay. Thank you. I don't know why I thought the country got their name changed. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, okay. If it's still Togo, that's true. Well, you enjoy. I know you haven't. If you travel. I have been where I literally lived out of a suitcase for about a couple of years. I think that's why I wore myself out. That's what happened. I traveled so much that, not that long ago, I was traveling like that. I'll tell you, not that long ago. I was going on sets. I would come home for a week, wash clothes, and I was gone again. And I said, no, this time I got to stay put. If I don't stay put, I'm never going to get my movie done. I can't keep running and then expect the movie to get done too. It doesn't work like that. You got to, what I noticed when I go on sets, I really can't write because you're working. And when you're working, you're on your feet, you happen like this, you'd here, there, everywhere, going. You don't even know how much you've worn it. At least I didn't know how much I was wearing myself out, but you're working it's a different, you enjoy it so much. You don't know that you're working. Let me say that. That's how I feel. So that's what it was for me. And I was on one set. This was the last one I was on was in August of last year. And one of the crew, I was walking by, he goes, any day now, you can stop smiling, Mary, any day. I said, you don't understand. This is a dream come true. This is a dream. I'm living a dream. This is to be able to work behind the scenes for a production company and film. And I'm in it, which was definitely a dream come true for me because I've never been on camera. So this was my first introduction to being in front of the camera. I'm ecstatic. So I couldn't even stop smiling. I was so happy. Yay. But I was working like 14-hour days, but still I didn't care. It didn't bother me at all. And this says, Trish says, what part of Africa? She's in West Africa. She's in West. You guys are, flying here, there, everywhere. West Africa. There's a group, someone told me, I don't know who it is. Someone just mentioned to Saturday, I think it was. And they said they were going to West Africa. I said, oh, okay. I tell them, I thank God I can say okay and not feel any kind of way or like, oh, I wish I was going or I should be. None of that. I don't feel no. This is my 5th passport. I've been blessed. I'm telling you, just a thought that this is passport number 5. I had my first passport when I was 19. Very first passport, and been getting them ever since. I keep a passport active. Can you tell? Because if you want to leave the country, you gotta have a passport. And I always say, if somebody were to call me and say, okay, we're going to Paris tomorrow, it would be no thing. I could go get on a plane. And believe it or not, these things do happen. So I do. That's what I would tell you. And Yes, she was in West Africa. And I'm sorry, and Ruby said, who did I travel to Egypt with? Oh, okay, Trish. Did you go as a group, Trish, to Egypt? Or you just went on your own? Ah, you're right, Ruby. He said colonizers just put a border between Benin and Togo. It's an imaginary line. Oh, I can believe that. I definitely, because I know they're French. If I remember correctly, they speak French. They speak English in Ghana. So that was the British. They speak English in Nigeria, but the French, because if I remember, those countries are like, I want to say 50 miles. You know, that's the length of the country is 50 miles. That's been a while ago. I don't remember if it was that big. I just remember I walked up to the edge of the ocean. I was about to step into the ocean, and this man said, "Don't do that." I didn't know I was on the edge of a cliff. I didn't even know. And then when I looked down and realized I couldn't see a thing, I was shocked. I was wondering why nobody was out there swimming. Oh, the things you find out. That's what I remember about going. It was in Benin. Benin, Togo was one of those countries. I can't remember which one. But they are, if I'm not mistaken, they're French speaking countries. You can correct me if I'm wrong about this, Ruby. And Trish says, I travel like that in 2024, but this year, no. You got to get this book out. See? You know what? I've learned this the hard way. If you don't focus, you cannot get stuff done. I can't. That's why I said I don't think I have anywhere. Well, I do have somewhere. We have grandchildren graduating. So we are going to go to graduations. But that's all I think. And we have a family reunion. But I really, this year, I want to truly slow down and stay home and do some other things. But I had to. Otherwise, I wasn't getting anything done. Oh, and then Elaine. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Elaine. Elaine says, hi, Mary. I'm glad to join again. Yes, I want to get healthier and I can travel more outside the US. God is in control of me doing just that. I'm telling you, Elaine, you can. I understand. But that was, I really, what I did, my resolutions, I limited them. And I kept them small on purpose. This is what I'm learning too. You have too many resolutions, the chances are you're not going to keep them. That's why I made them like the exercise one. Mine are it's only those three. It was to exercise more, drink more water, and to get organized. That's it. Yeah, I wanted to keep it real. Oh, I'm sorry. The fourth one was to get a movie out. I didn't want over, I think it was 5. That was it. I don't want more than that. Number one, I'm not going to do them. You have too much going to me. I have too much on my plate. I'm not going to do it. So what are your resolutions? I know, Ruby, I know you're ready to go to bed, so you can write your resolution before you go to bed. So you're on your way. Travorium is your travel company? Oh, okay. All right, Trish. I understand. And see, we're with a Surge 365. We've been with them for 15 years. And Ruby says Benin and Togo speak French. So-called, what is that? Francophone countries. I didn't know what I know, but you're absolutely right about Europeans carving up Africa. Now I've heard lately that it's the Chinese that have come into Africa, have brought the infrastructure, the trains, all that to really get Africa, I want to say caught up with the world, but I guess you could say organized. I don't know, but that's what I've heard. You know more about it than I do. I don't want to say that. I'm not trying to say anything negative, but that's what I have heard, that initially it was Europeans and now it's the Chinese that are more active in Africa. I don't know. Cairo costed me what? $299 for the hotel for 2 adults. That's kind of very low. As far as was that for a week or was that for a night? I have no clue. She said, Trish says, yes, I can work with that movie, Mary. You're anxiously waiting. Trish, you and me both. That makes two of us. I'm anxiously waiting too. I know it's coming though. I can tell you that right now. It's coming. It is coming. We will and believe me, you guys will be the first to know. Hi, Aura. I haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you. And Aura says resolutions to get a patent license. Oh, that's right. And manufacture your number 2 work on the screenplay with me. Oh, look at that. Girl, this is when I tell you that this is what I'm learning. I'm focusing on just one. Uno movie. Uno. Because what happens, you start doing more than one, you get, you're not focused. You're not focused. So I'm focusing on one. And that's why I know it's going to happen, because now I'm focused. It took me a long time to get focused because I was here, there, everywhere. Now I'm like laser focused. So for sure. And Trish, you said for 5 days. 5 days? That's all you pay for 5 days? Wow. That's very reasonable. Yes. I don't know. I don't really know what ours is. I haven't looked to see what Cairo is. So I have no idea what our company charges. I have no clue. But that sounds $300 for 5 days sound very, so that's what, $60 a day? Wow. No, we've never been. Did you go to the pyramids? Well, I don't know if that was one of the ones you went to do. Nanette. Hi, Nanette. Yeah. Okay. Nanette said she heard that China is flooding Africa. Africa is so interesting. It has been literally just kind of, I honestly, depends on the country. Let me say that. Because in my opinion, Nigeria is very technologically savvy. But I can't speak that South Africa, I think, is too. I don't know about the other countries, so I don't want to speak on those. But I do know Nigeria is, and I think Ghana is too. A lot of people go to Ghana. But I can't speak on countries I don't know about, but those countries I do. So they tend to be very, knowing what's going on. But Africa is huge. You can fit the United States and inside of Africa. That's how huge Africa is. So you could take all the United States and put it right in Africa. And still Africa is bigger. I mean, it still has room. That's what I'm trying to say. That's how big it is. So, but if you look on some maps, it looks like it's smaller than the United States. But in actuality, it's bigger than the United States. So I don't know what's going on with China and going into Africa, and I have no idea what all that's about. I have no clue, but I'm sure it'll manifest as to what is it land they're getting. I don't know. You guys probably know more about it than I do, but that's what I've heard is that it's they're going in, putting the railway, the train systems in, and all this is millions and billions of dollars to get all these things done. So what? I don't know. I just, if you guys know something, you could share it with us. I don't. Okay, Trish says, what? Trish, every time I see something, I'm going, what? With breakfast every morning. That's excellent. And like I said, that's on my to-do list. Except it won't be on any list until after the movies. I got to get one movie done before I talk. I can't, because otherwise I'll never get done. And okay, Ruby, you said, correct. China is building, infrastructure and not colonizing them. Countries can pay with their resources. Wow. That's still millions. However they do it. And somebody had to come in there and do it. It was just a matter of time. So I'm glad. Like I said, I was there. It's been a long time when I was in West Africa. So I'm sure everything's changed since I've been there. I'm literally positive of it. So I can't say that. So what's your what was your Trish, your resolution for 2025? I think you said, I know, because I saw Ruby's was to travel. I don't know if yours was Trish. Or what's your, I said, absolutely. I don't know if that was for I was asking, what are your resolutions? Because by now, believe it or not, some resolutions went out the window. Mine is kind of like fluctuating. The exercise one is going well. Let me say that. That's not a problem with that. I just have to remember drink my water, drink more water. And I'm very, very focused now on writing this movie. So that's changing everything. Just those kind of things. It's like I had to get focused. And I'm taking you guys with me, by the way. You get to go on this ride with me. You say, yes, ma'am. Well, we're definitely gonna talk because I can't go anywhere this year. Let me say that. No, this year's out. It is. I'm laser focused on what this year is. So, but truthfully, I've made peace with. If I go to Greece and what's it, the pyramids, that's fine. But if I don't go, I'm okay with that too. I think you have to make peace with these things because I don't want to say, oh, I gotta go. No, it's not like that. I've been enough places that honestly, truthfully, I'm okay. If I go, I'm happy. If I don't go, I'm happy. What does it say in the Bible? I can abase and abound. It's okay. But it's just like these, if there's ever somebody say, you know what, I have a ticket, you can go, something like that. But I already know that it's one of those, it'll happen when it's supposed to happen. I'm not even worried about it. But it's one of those trips. I'm so just excited for you ladies. You guys are doing it. You're already on these trips. So that's excellent. And Ruby said, my New Year's resolution to travel, finish my one woman show and travel. I think it's all about the travel, Ruby. And you said your one woman show and travel. Well, I'm happy for you. I am so happy for you. Like I said, I've been on the road so much. I just want to stay home. My girlfriend could not believe I said I want to stay home. She's like, you want to stay home? I said, yeah, I wanted to stay home. She goes, but for at least 3 years, I've been gone easily. 1 year I had 8 trips. Think about that. So almost every month I was gone somewhere. And I remember thinking, this doesn't even feel real. But it was. So I would tell anybody, if you can go, go. Even when we go, like one place we're going to go, we haven't, I'm sure we'll go back, is I didn't want to go, believe it or not. It's a cruise, Alaskan cruise. We took a group a few years ago. I hate to even admit this because I didn't want to go. I'm going to share this story. I probably already shared it with you guys. Anyway, long story short, the ship is in Glacier Bay and it's doing a 360. So the ship is turned over. I thought it was raining. This is all true. I thought it was raining. I'm standing out in the balcony. So I'm thinking, oh, it's raining. I was crying. Because I remember wiping my eyes. I'm like, and looking around and seeing that there's no rain. And it was me. I couldn't believe it. I could not. That's how beautiful Alaska is. It brought me to tears. It was so beautiful. And I have heard people say that, but I had never experienced that in my life until that day in Alaska, in the Glacier Bay, when that ship turned. I was sitting there and I saw the otters playing. I saw the bears, and I was just like, it was unbelievable. That's the only thing I don't think I have the words to describe what that felt like, because I couldn't believe it was me crying. I could not believe. I always say God left his footprint in Alaska. Alaska. I would tell anybody that. Alaska, I would tell Alaska is something else. So we've been blessed. We've been to South America, Africa, Europe. I would say God has been good. Caribbean, you name the cruise. We've probably been on it. But it's nothing but I'm giving God all the glory that we were able to do all these things. As we're getting older, we're traveling a little bit less, not a lot less. Like I said, we have 2 granddaughters graduating this year. One graduating from college and one graduating from high school, which we're too excited about. So we still travel. I don't think we have any trips international. Remember I said that I need to stay home this year, so we're not going. I don't think we're leaving the United States this year. So Ruby said there are 54 African countries. Yes. And that is also, I believe, um, at least that many languages. Many of them speak more than one language. I did notice that. We are probably the only country that I can think of that only speaks one language. Almost every single country in the world speaks two, three, four. I was in Europe, the travel agent spoke 7 languages fluently. And I remember asking her, how does that feel to speak? So she goes, it doesn't feel like anything. It's like the countries are close as our states are to us. That's what if anybody's ever been to Europe. So when they're traveling 18 hours, they're in another country. We can travel in California, that's 18 hours. I don't know how many hours to go. Let's say you travel 8 hours. 8 hours in Europe will take you to another country. 8 hours here will take you from Southern California, Northern California. You're still in California. So it just depends on what you're doing, where you're going, all those kind of things. So, and Ruby, you said, what I realize is that the colonizers didn't do any development during their 400 years. Wow, in Africa. So now China has come to help them play catch up. But they did take their natural resources. Now that they did, that's for sure. And for those of you don't you may or may not know the colonizers when we're talking about is that Europe, they had a meeting and decided how they were going to carve up. This is all true, by the way, how they're going to carve up Africa. That's why you have some countries that speak French and you have some countries that speak English. You have some, you have some countries, I think there's some countries that speak German. I can't remember which ones, but when you have a country and they're speaking a language other than their native tongue, that's because there was colonizers, a group of people that came into that country and pretty much dominated and took over that country. That's pretty much how it went. So now, and then sometimes it'll be a civil war to get them out, and sometimes they just leave peacefully. It just depends. So, and we're saying the 2 countries I mentioned, Benin and Togo, are French-speaking countries. Now, how France got those 2 countries, I have no clue. Because around them are British-speaking. Ghana and Nigeria, Ghana for sure was under British rule. Nigeria, I don't know what country ruled. I'm thinking the British, but I don't really know that to be true. I just know for sure the British ruled Ghana. Because Ghana is English speaking. So I can't speak on that. So if anybody knows the answer, okay. Oh, you said your book, Gardening and Get Your Incense Burners Out and Getting Closer to God. I like that. I know, remember I said that about the walk. I was mentioning to you all. What I try and do is before I even go for the walk, that's when I do my devotions. And then I do the walk. So it's been a process of just keeping organized and doing one thing and then the other thing, like that kind of thing. So, but it's just taking one step at a time. So thank you, Trish. And Ruby, you said, Trish, did you take a group of people with you? How many? At that price, my goodness. That's a good question. Very good question, Ruby. She says, I'll travel to 4 places, not 8. Oh, okay. Last year, yeah. That's still a lot. That's basically every other month you were going somewhere. Like I said, this year, I'm regrouping. When I told somebody I was a friend of my girlfriend's, I was staying home, she goes, yeah, right. Like, I said, no, you guys don't get it. I said, no, I'm really staying home this year. And Trish, you said, Panama, Spain, Barbados, and that's where we went for Oliver's birthday. Oliver's Panamanian. We were in the Panama Canal, which was exciting for me because remember, I'm a retired history teacher. So I've been reading about the Panama Canal for years. It was to be in those locks in the Panama Canal was an experience for me because I've been reading about them, it's over 30 years. Had never experienced it. So that was something I was really, really was excited about. It was just exciting to go to Panama anyway, to be honest with you. because that was it was somewhere I've always wanted to go. So yeah, but Spain, Barbados, I'm telling you, you guys, ladies, you guys have been doing some traveling. And Trish, you said, oh, you said 54 African countries. Awesome. I gotta get, you gotta get to them. That's real. Now that's adventurous. You're gonna go to all 54 countries. I can tell you, you can do it. That's for sure. And if I now you have to correct me, Ruby. When I was there, this is how long ago. I'm going to go back to my mind. It was called CDs. The money was called CDs. The fact that I can even remember that is a miracle. That's a miracle. That I can remember it. So I'm just saying to you, I'm, you know, that came to me. You have to tell me if that's still what the money is called there. I don't know. I actually brought money back. This is, but not much, truthfully. I traded every single thing I had except my underwear. That's it. Literally, I came back all the clothes African because I was a college student. I didn't really have a lot of money, so I bartered for everything. My perfume, clothes. I knew I could get everything when I came back, so I didn't care what I traded with. I was just glad to be there, truthfully. So that's what I did. I had to figure out how could I do get things without I didn't have money to spend. So how could I do that? And that was by trading. So, but this is how long ago I went. I went when you could get on the plane. You could walk up to anybody. Anybody could have walked you to the plane. This is before we had 9/11. So, that's when people could take you almost to the door of the plane. They could walk with you. That's how long ago when I went. After 9/11, no. You can't do all that stuff. But at that time, there were no restrictions. People could, walk you, wait for you at the airport, all that. All that has obviously changed. But at that time, there were no, nobody cared because nothing had happened. So now, as we know, something has. So, oh, thank you. Thank you. To me, you're awesome. All these ladies flying around, not flying around the country, flying around the world. That's what this is. Because I flew from, was it LA? No, I flew from New York. I went from New York to Ghana. We refueled in Dakar, Senegal, and then flew on to Ghana. So after we crossed the Atlantic Ocean, refueled, and then went on. So, but it was hours. I think it was like 16 hours or something like that. It was a long time. Oh, I want to comment. Ruby, you said, oh, you're leaving, okay, Benin on Thursday, going to Kenya, and then Ghana's money is called CDC. All Francophone countries are francs. Oh, I never knew that's what it was called. I knew the CDs part with Ghana. So they're still calling the CDs after all these years. So that hasn't changed. Oh boy. Well, I guess just our money hasn't changed either. Same thing. We still call it dollars. That hasn't changed. And then you said, Ruby, that sounds exciting, Trish. All of your travels were exciting. Mary. Thank you. But now I have to rest. I have to. What are your resolutions for this year? Is that to travel? Ruby, you said it's traveling for you. Is yours traveling for you too, Trish? And then Nanette, I saw you come in. Is that we were talking about okay. The New Year's, we're 13 days in, and we're going, where are we with our New Year's resolutions? Where are we with those New Year's resolutions? Because even though 13 days may seem, you might like, oh, that's no time. It really isn't, but how many of us are keeping up with them? As I said, mine was to drink more water. That's number one. Well, number one was exercise more. I am doing that. And I'm staying true to that. I think because I have accountability partners, ladies I walk with. Oh, my nose itching. I haven't done that in a while either. That must be good luck or something. So walking, yes. Drinking water, so. That was the so. And like I said, the biggie is organization. I'm better. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm better than what I was. And writing the movie. screenwriting. So those are my four. I think there was a fifth one. I don't know. But I know for that's the four. I don't know if everybody else has that many. I try to keep, I intentionally don't, like some people have like 10. I can't have that many because I won't do it. This is what I had to learn about me. If I try to take on too much, I won't do it. I stagnate. So it's better if I have smaller goals or just a few than if I have all of these like 20 goals. And that I can't not do. Number one, I won't remember all those. Number two, it's too like demanding, I guess you could say. So that's why I try to keep my goals very little, just a little bit. But so far, I would give it about, I'm gonna say a 5. Not where I want to be, not where I'm going, but I say about 5. I still have a long way to go. Let me say that, but that's okay. I'm the proponent for baby steps. I am definitely the baby step person. Oh, did I miss one? This is Ruby. You said it sounds like the 1884 Berlin Conference. That's what it's called. Come on, Ruby. That's what it was. Berlin Conference. And not one African country was there. Think about that. Berlin Conference. It's what is it? It's on the internet. It's on the internet. Yes, Ghana and Nigeria are English speaking. France colonized 16 countries. Wow. That's a lot. Out of the 54. I just remember those two being very strong English speaking countries. That's all I remember. I didn't know what the other was, but thank you. Thank you, Ruby. But you're right. That's what it was, the Berlin Conference. I tell you, my fact checkers. And Trish says, 6 of us went, oh, it was 6 of you went together, but we met up with others in the company, which was fun. Okay. That's still good. That $299 is excellent. I'm assuming it was a good, what was it, a 4-star, 5-star? I don't know. You tell me what was, because usually they'll tell you the better ones is 4 and 5-star hotels tend to be. Those, and even the half stars matter, by the way. When they go 3.5 stars, 4.5 stars, that all matters when they're rating. And so Trish, she said, that's awesome. Yeah, it is. But like I said, and you all be invited, by the way. When the movie comes out, then we can talk about traveling. Other than for the grandchildren. No, we're not. I'll never get it done. Well, Ruby knows. Ruby. And then Ruby, you already know. You're writing. I think you told me you're writing your one-woman show. So that, I know that takes time. People have no idea what it takes to write these things. And Ruby said, I'm traveling to Benin on Thursday, getting to Kenya. Ghana's money is called, oh, did I already read that? It's called CDs. Okay. They've got the Franks. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Ruby said that all of our traveling is exciting. Everything sounds exciting. Oh, he said, travel your, oh, what is that? Oh, that's your website. Okay, there we go. There we go. If you were interested in going. Now, if you're interested in going to Alaska, call me. I do a lot of cruises. I book, as far as a lot of groups, I book a lot of group cruises. Alaska is really big. Not just Alaska. I book any kind of cruise, but I'm just saying Alaska seems to be real big lately. I noticed that. A lot of people want to go to Alaska. And Nanette, you said, you don't do resolutions. Oh, Nanette, tell us why. Tell me, I'm curious as to why. I think you're one of the first people I've heard that said they don't do resolutions. Dom, you're working on the one-woman show while you're away. I'm finishing a book and listening to music, which can be used on the show. Okay. So this is a working vacation. And sometimes, I don't know, those of you creatives, every time I've gone somewhere, I come up with an idea. What is that about? I don't know, but it literally. I very rarely don't come back with a children's book. That's a fact. But now I've been coming up with ideas too for movies and everything. But if I travel somewhere, something sparks something in me, and then boop, there's an idea. So I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but that's what you have, you notice too. And Trish, she said, yes, but not as much. Okay. I gotta focus and get stuff accomplished. Tell me about it. Panama in April. What? $79? Is that $679? I'm like, $79? That's it? Is that your airfare? It cannot be your airfare. Come on now, Trish. Spain for what? I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. $299? We need to talk because I can't believe these prices. I need to find out what your airfare is, because it sounds like this is unbelievable to me. The world tours are 4 and 5. That's what I'm saying. We tend to stay in 4 and 5 star because, like you said about breakfast in the morning, that's included. All those good things. All of that's excellent. You haven't said anything that it doesn't sound like something. Who wouldn't be interested in that? $299. That's just phenomenal. What I'm really interested in was the airfare to these countries. So Trish, as we're talking about this, great info. It is. And you said the world tours are 4 and 5 star. Okay. Let me make sure you said that. There we go. 4 and 5 star. And then that's awesome, Ruby, your show. I know. You have to invite us, Ruby. You have to invite us when the show comes out. And Trish says, I'm rubbing shoulders with some amazing women. Oh, that's so sweet of you. I can tell you, we're all rubbing shoulders with amazing. And you're interested in Alaska. Oh, you are. Alaska. I can tell you that if you've never been, even if you have been, like I said, Alvin and I, we've been, but we love Alaska. Alaska is one of those you always want to go back to me. And Trish, I've heard you say that. You heard me say it before. Yeah. And when I go, I'm trying to, you want to go on the excursions? I can tell you, we didn't go on, I don't think. We just went on the trip. Did we? Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, we did. We went on some excursions. But it was still, we went in May. We went and it was not cold. I've had people tell me that they've gone in as cold. That was not our experience. The trip that's going out right now is going in August, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be cool, if not cold. Just so you know. But it's still beautiful. I would not tell anyone not to go. I would tell you to go if you want to know the truth about it. I'd say if you want to ask me about it, I'll tell you go. But there's a group going in August. Yeah. So let me know if you're interested. And they're going to Alaska. They're flying to, I'm trying to think of it. They're going out of Seattle. Yeah, they're flying in, going out of Seattle. Okay. And then that says, I see New Year's resolutions is a setup of false goals, and I want to enjoy January. No, you know what it does for me. I like them but I make them, as you can see, I make them small, like little ones. I don't make big, gigantic. I'm going to do I just make little ones. Like I said, drink a water. Really, it's every 2 hours, drink a glass of water. That's one. And exercise in the morning. I'm better. I'm still not where I want to be. Let me just say that, Deborah. I'm still not, but I'm a lot better than where I was. That I will tell you. Because at first I wasn't exercising at all. And, you know that's not good for you. So, but still, You got to do. You got just this is what I've learned. Just get moving. Just get moving. As I've shared with you, what my doctor told me, if you walk 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week, you extended your life by 10 years. Think about that. 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week. That's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You've extended your life 10 years. I think that's a good trade-off. And I think a lot of it's just getting moving. We were walking this morning and I was huffing and puffing, but only because I'm out of shape. And as many of you know, I was ill. And when you're sick, your body's not there. I'm still not 100%, but I'm at about 80 now. I'm almost at 100% now, but still, I already know I'm not at 100%. But I was walking this morning. Oh, Trish, you said airfare to Egypt, but not through the company. Okay, I'm gonna say this, Trish. We're gonna talk because I've never even ever seen airfare to Egypt for $800 ever. So that alone, I'm like, really? I've never seen it. So I don't know what your airfare is gonna be like to go into Ghana. You're not talking too much. Nope, not at all. And Ruby, Trish, did you go to Aswan, Lexor, or I can't pronounce the last one? So she said, I know. Have you been to Egypt too, Ruby? She said she's never been to Alaska and got to learn to relax on my vacation. I can tell you, you do, as you go, as you travel, it depends. I'm going to say this. When you travel with groups, and that makes a difference where you're traveling by yourself, all that matters. I've done it. I've traveled with groups before. I've traveled alone before. I've traveled me and Albert before. I've done all of it. And every single one is different. Every single one. Because when you're in a group, then the group kind of maneuvers your group. But when it's just you get to decide where you want to go and the things you want to do. So it just depends. There's no right or wrong. Let me tell you that, TNF. There's no right or wrong. It's all just, it is what it is. So it says saying, that's it. And Trish, you said, oh, you never been? Okay. Never been to Alaska. I got to learn to relax. I'm sorry, I already read that. But you also said 10 years. Wow. Well, I'm going to get my walking. That's what he said to me. I said, okay. He said, can you handle that? I say 3 times a week. He said, that's it. Because what he really saying is get your heart rate up. Don't be sedentary. That's all. 10 years. Oh, he didn't have to say anything else to me. I told him I can do that. He goes, good. You're going to add 10 years to your life. I'm like, okay. Oops, I saw the comment. So I'm going to be honest with you, ladies. I see more ladies there. I don't think I saw. Oh, I saw Charles and the gentleman on too. All of us can do 3 times a week. And he said, walk around your block. That's like he was saying, you don't make this hard. Make it easy. But do so. He said, just get up. And so I try to do everything I'm going to do in the morning. I'm going to be honest. Because once my day gets going, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gone. I'm just like, very rarely do I come back to it. So I try to do it in the morning. Now I got my time in. Now I can go on my day. That's what I try to do. So, yes, you've been to Egypt twice. Wow. You go, Ruby. That's on my list. Like I said, it's only 2. It's Greece and Egypt. That's it. That's pretty much it. I'm kind of, I have no desire to see any place else. And not that places don't exist. I don't want to sound like that, but I'm good. I'm good. I've done it. I thank God I've done it. It's been nothing but a blessing. But yeah, I'm good. So Trish, you said, I'm a morning exercise. Are you? Good for you, Ruby. You get up and do your exercise in the morning too. So you're already there. You already know. Take care. Get out the way. And Trish, she said, you went to the pyramids and toured inside. We were in, is it Giza or Gaza, the city of Alexandria, and did the Nile River cruise. Wow. Ooh, that sounds nice, Trish. It sounds like you did it up. Well, I guess Ruby did it up too. You've been there twice. You guys have done it up. Well, I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we only have 2 minutes left, but I do want to say a prayer for the people that have lost their homes in LA, and let them know, this is our prayer going out to them, that they're all in our prayers. Because this is what I told family and friends, that could be any of us. That could be any of us. So I just want to say a prayer right now. Thank you, dear Lord, for your blessings that you touch the hearts and minds of those. I'm so sorry for their losses, but I know that you are still in control. So take care of them, bless them, so they may rebuild and go on with their lives. Thank you for all that you do, all that you've done, and all that you're doing. And Lord, I like a special blessing on everyone that's been here today at this show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Continue to bless them and keep them. In Jesus Christ's name, amen. Ladies, gentlemen, thank you for your time today. I think Instagram cut off. I don't know what happened, but that's okay. But I want to thank you all for being here. I think I can get one more question in, or one more comment. Before 2 o'clock. Did I make it? 1 minute. You said, I'm going to, Ruth said, when I go to foreign countries, I have to study. I have to stay for at least a month. Oh, and live like a local. Good for you. Oh my goodness. That's wonderful. And Annette said, Marion Oliver, and Ruby says, amen. Thank you. Safe. Hi, sister-in-law. Hi, Tanya. I want to encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, travel when you can, but all of you be safe. God bless each and every one of you. And I will see you next Monday. And our guest next Monday is Akima, and you'll get a chance to meet her. Alrighty. God bless you. Bye, everybody.